Hi everyone, welcome back. So I am gonna do a little prom tutorial for you today because prom season is coming up, and this weekend I have strictly prom girls on my Saturday. I have all these prom girls, so I thought this would be the perfect time to do a video with just some glitter fun, and of course you want to have glitter and look awesome at prom, but yes, just kind of a purpley, smoky, and then with a subtle lip, and of course your highlight has to be poppin' for prom. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do, and this is my new background. I hope you like it. I don't know if you can even, I just have some fun stuff up. Joel actually found this lamp at Ross. It was way cheap, and it's just a little, and then I have a candle in the background with just some fun stuff. So yeah, hope you like it. Just trying something new. I'm probably gonna have a new one too in a couple weeks, so look forward to that. And yeah, I will get started with this tutorial, so keep on watching. Okay, so since I want my foundation to stay all night, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Hangover RX, and I love how it's in a tube, but it has the pump, so super sanitary. And I'm going to be rubbing that in everywhere. I went ahead and already filled in my brows, and I used the Milani Stay Put brow color in dark brown. So it's kind of like the dip brow, but it's by Milani, and I really like it. It does really good. I'm like ride or die on my brow definer, but I wanted to switch it up, kind of do some different products. Okay, so next I'm going to be going in with my Physicians Formula green concealer, and just because I have a few red marks I want to cover up, and I want my face to be really flawless, so I'm just going to be covering those up. And I did my brows this morning, and so I still have some redness in there. I cannot get away from the Milani foundation, so I'm going to be using that. But all my clients, when I do prom makeup, I go in with my ARDELL BB cream, and it is so, it is beautiful coverage, and it is full coverage, so it stays all night. It's sweat proof, and I just really love it for my clients. So that is what I use when I do makeup. But for today, since I am not going to prom, I am going to just be using my foundation. For concealer, I'm going to be going with my IT Cosmetics, and just applying the tiniest amount because this concealer goes a long way. I also like to use this as my eye primer because it gets rid of all the lines, and if I have dark circles or redness, it gets rid of all of that. So I will use this sometimes as my eye primer as well, because you don't want to waste all that product too, so you might as well put it on there because this goes a long way. And then whatever I have left on my hand and my sponge, I will put in the other areas: forehead, nose, and chin. Okay, since this concealer is a little thicker, I go ahead first thing and set it because I don't want it to crease. So I'm going to be using my Airspun translucent powder and just applying that right in that area. I usually use my beauty blender, but I'm going to go back and set my whole face after I contour. So I just want to get that super set so it doesn't start creasing in my little eye areas. Okay, next I'm going to be I loved this TEMPTU liquid bronzer in my last video I did, so I'm going to be using that again. And I just draw a line. And I go a little higher than my actual, where I would do my line for my contour, because you want to blend it out, and you kind of want to blend it to where it looks more natural. So I'm just going to be using a stiffle brush and blending that in. I'm also gonna contour my nose with this. I haven't done this before, but just gonna give it a shot. I've used, of course, like cream contour, but I wanted to try this out. Okay, so now that I have my cream contour bronzer on, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face and bake a little bit. That way we have that out of the way. So I'm gonna be using my RCMA No Color Powder. And setting my eyelids also. Okay, so while I'm baking is when I would usually do my brows, so I am just gonna brush them out and make sure they are where I want them. So this is where I'm gonna stop on my face and go ahead and do my eyes. That way if I have any fallout, I normally on my clients, I will do their eyes first. With me, I'm not necessarily gonna go anywhere, so I just did my foundation to get it out of the way, and then I can just go in with my accents later. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in and get to my eyes. And so as I was going over and planning on what I was going to do, I actually said I was going to do my eyes first because I'm going to be doing glitter in this video, and it would have been a good idea because of fallout, but that's alright. Okay, so, and of course I'm going to be going with my fluffy brush and peach smoothie for my transition shade and buffing that all over my lid, my crease. Okay, next I'm going to take kind of just a smaller fluffy brush. This is Deep Skin by Makeup Geek, and just putting that in my crease. Okay, now I'm going to be going in with Mocha by Morphie, and I'm putting that lightly in my crease as well. Sorry about the background noise. I'm not sure what they are doing in there. Okay, and I'll be going back with that fluffy brush and just buffing that out. Alright, now I'm going to be taking Infinity and Beyond. It is such a beautiful purpley, sparkly, not really sparkly, but it has some shimmer to it, and it is so gorgeous. So I'm going to be deepening my crease with that. And I'm not really worrying about, I mean, I think I just do it automatically, but I'm not really worrying about going below and getting it just in my crease because I am going to be putting glitter in a brighter color, so it will be okay if it gets other places. And again, taking that brush that I first used with peach smoothie on it and buffing that out again. You can use tape for your line if you want it really cut. I'm just kind of freehanding it and angling my shadow when I'm pulling it out naturally. Okay, and to brighten up my crease just a little bit, I'm going in with Marry Her by Morphie again, and it is just a pretty light purple. I'm just gonna kind of be buffing it in there to brighten it up, not necessarily taking it into the inner corner, that way that stays a little on the dark side and looks a little more smoky. So once again, I mean, blend till your hands bleed. Okay, so now that I have everything, I'm going to start on my lids, and I am just going to be taking a base down, if you will, for my glitter. So I'm just going to lightly, sorry to get closer, I'm just going to lightly dust Cupcake on my lid. That way if any of my glitter has gaps or falls, then there will be a color underneath to save that. There we go. I'm going to quickly going in on my under. With Deep Skin, darkening that. Now on a smaller little brush, I'm going to be taking Infinity and Beyond and putting it right up in that lash line, mostly to the outer corner. And now I'll be taking Marry Her and doing the same thing, but moving it a little more inward so it has that color. And now before I switch to go ahead and do glitter, I'm just going to be popping some nylon in my inner corners. Brightening it up. For glitter glue, I'm going to be using the Too Faced glitter glue. And it is just, I have found the best. It's my favorite. I know a lot of other people suggest it as well. And I'm going to work in sections because this glitter is super fine. So I'm just going to be placing it. I'll zoom in a little more. And I'm just going to be placing it where I want the glitter to be. And with the other side of my brush, I will be dipping it in the glitter. And placing that as well. Okay, going back with some more glue. I will put it on the... And I'm not necessarily taking it on the whole lid. I'm leaving this part so I can darken it and it'll look a little smoky. This is the Makeup Geek glitter in Aurora. So it looks like this. Okay, I'm going to do the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I have the glitter down where I want it, I'm going to be going back with Marry Her and putting it a little more in the crease. And this is a good way to cover up any mistakes. If you have the glitter too high, you can just cover it up. I usually use my gel, my Maybelline gel pot liner. But on me, I like to do just my regular NYC liner. You can go in with a wing, you can do a small wing, big wing, anything you want. But I'm going to go big with my eyelashes, so I'm not going to do a wing. Well, I was going to be going with my big iconic lashes, but I can't find them, so I'm just going to be going with this Glamour Ardell lash. It still looks really good, really more of a natural, like, voluminous glamour look, I think is how I would put it. Okay, so let me find my glue. Okay, so I can't find that either, so I'm just going to be using this other glue that I don't like. I'm so disorganized. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm going to be putting some mascara on first. So my lashes are dark. So now I'll be going back to my face. For bronzer, I'm going to be going with my Tantalizer by Lorac and just bronzing up over on top of that liquid bronzer that I have. I just realized I forgot to wipe off my bakage. Okay, for blush, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Berry Shimmer. It's just super, super pretty berry color, but I'm going to be using a light hand. That way, since we have the eyes popping, it is not too dramatic on the face. So just to give it some color. Now you can't go to prom without some champagne pop, so I will be highlighting with that today. On my cheekbones, nose, and Cupid's bow. Ooh, that light is catching that champagne pop. Okay, so then I always go back with my Stipple brush and put a little more blush on it, just so it's not like a huge like zebra stripe. And I just realized I have all of my lipsticks, lip glosses, liquid lips, everything you name it at my salon from this weekend doing makeup. I never brought them home. So I'm going to be seeing what I can use. I have a couple lipsticks here, but I don't know what'll go. Okay, I'm just going to be dabbing this on just to give me some color. But normally, I would use a lip stain or a liquid lip. But yeah, you don't want too much color, so I think this is a pretty good amount on your face with having some glitter. I mean, if you want to go big, go big. But then I will just be finishing up by spraying my Urban Decay AllNighter makeup spray. And voila, that is it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on some prom makeup, glittery fun. Smoky eye, I had some purples. Yeah, I really like it. So let me know if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I hope you'll all have such fun at prom. Alright, bye guys.